Hello, my name is Elias and I am here with New Orleans Woodworking, the company that manufactures all of the boards for NOLA boards. And I'm here at our production shop in the 9th Ward in New Orleans, and I'm here to show you how to maintain your boards once you bought them. We suggest that every 2 to 3 months, depending on how much you use your board, you go through these simple and quick steps to make sure that your board stays sealed and stays beautiful for the rest of your life. So, this process starts with mineral oil. We're going to be pouring that onto the surface of the board, like so. Taking a rag here, and then just working that oil all the way into the surface here. Please note that this is a brand new board that's not been oiled before, so your board probably will not have such a dramatic color change as this one does. Now we're going to take that same rag and work that oil into the sides of the board. You'll notice that the end grain of the board, this grain right here, will absorb the oil a little bit faster than everywhere else, so you might need to put on a little bit of a thicker coat or go over it a few times to make sure it really saturates. And once you have worked your way all the way around the board, once again, pour a little puddle in there, work it into the opposite side. And once you have finished that, move on to the final step, which is waxing the board. And we make this wax here in Louisiana. It's just a mixture of beeswax and some more mineral oil. And so you're going to use a different rag here. Load up on some wax. You want to use a fair amount of wax. This is really, you want the wax to be eased into all of the grain and all of the pores in the wood to act as a sealant. So you're just going to work that into the surface here. You want an even surface but a thick surface, or rather an even coating but a thick coating of this wax here. Excuse all the noise from the train yard. The taste of the shop here. And just for those wondering and liking this board, this is called the Trinity board. We have a few other examples of boards that we sell as well. All of this can be bought at our website, nolaboards.com, or at our 2 shops in New Orleans for the locals here, or people visiting. We have a shop down on Magazine Street, and we are also opening a brand new location up in the French Quarter on Wilkinson. You want to make sure you have a fair amount of wax here. Now once your board is waxed, you want to put it to the side for at least 10 minutes. You can do it overnight, doesn't really matter, but it does need to sit for at least 10 minutes for the wood to really absorb that wax. And so I'm going to actually switch this board out here with the board that we had oiled about 10-15 minutes ago. And now all you need to do is just buff off that wax. So we like to use a big towel because it allows us to get all the way around, but really it doesn't matter that much. So you're just gonna put a little elbow grease into it, smooth it out, and you can feel it leaves a much nicer smooth surface. Pretty much when the towel stops sticking to the wax, you know you've polished it enough. Flip it over, get your edges here. Same story all the way around. And then when you're finished, you should have a board that's almost as good as new. Just to recap real quick, it starts off with some mineral oil. You pour that onto the surface, rub that in all the way around. Then you move to the beeswax. You rub that in all the way around, making sure it's a thick, even coat on all surfaces of the board. Put it to the side for 10 to 15 minutes or overnight, whatever you want. And then you come back with the towel and you dry buff that off. You give it a nice sheen, you polish it up. And that'll keep your boards looking new. It'll keep them sealed, and it'll increase their longevity quite a bit. Thanks a lot for watching, and remember that you can buy all of these boards in the wax and the mineral oil as well at nolaboards.com or at either of our retail locations here in New Orleans. Thanks a lot.